Owen?
Hello.
Well, not the result we wanted, mate.
Devastated, mate, to be honest, yeah.
Well, do you know, I was commentating on it.
Yeah.
Just get a bit closer if you want to get in here. I was commentating on it, and I was quite surprised because I'd gone into the change room to make sure I got the other kid who was going to do the commentating with me. And when I found out, when I came back in, you'd lost.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. I felt you'd lost the last round, but I thought you'd done enough in the first 3 rounds to win the fight 39-37.
That's what he got. He got it 39-37, yeah. So, just guessing Jamie.
We were just chatting there to Jimmy and Bob, his trainers, and both of them said to him, "We had you 3-1. We had you up. We had you up." But it's one of them. He came in at the end of round 1. He just looked at me and he just said, "Look, my thumb's gone." And he said he felt. And his opponent came over to me and said, "I felt the punch. I felt it, and I heard him wince." And that threw him. So he just, "I can't throw my right hand." Every time he was throwing it, he was wincing and hurting and making it worse. And then he got the low blow, which was a clean one as well. Not out of him.
From where I was sat, I couldn't quite see it, but I'd seen him gone down. And
it was it was a clean one, yeah. So that's and then of course he's come for a fight, and then he got drawn into a slugfest.
It was very enjoyable to watch. So
yeah, it was
you know what I mean? I really enjoyed it.
I
like Jake Bray. I think he's a great addition to this boxing world. You know, these guys who come round, travel. You know, but he gives it a good go. I mean, it reminded me a little bit of the fight that he had with Johnny Boy Kiley on his debut, which was a great fight. Where I think he edged the last round in that fight, and it was a real good war. And I think it was thoroughly enjoyable. But I did think he'd won, you know, I can only. I'm gutted for you.
Decisions made, innit? But it's one of them. You know, people saying I won 3 rounds to 1, but Stevie Wood's there. When my hand's fixed, we can get it on again, and we'll have to make that wrong right, won't we? But all in good time. So.
And what do you think about your thumb? It was
that first round. You'll see it when you.
Yeah, but is it? Do you think?
It's hard to tell. He said it's a ligament or broke it, but it's one of them. It's fucking painful. You know when you're in the boxing, you can feel pain for adrenaline and there's something up. And I threw about 4 or 5 shots at him through the middle, and I went round outside, and it was landed on his ear, and I just went, oh. And he even said to us after the fight when I knew.
He come up in the ring. He came over. He said, "I knew he'd done it." At the end of the first round, he said, "I knew he'd done it."
As soon as I felt that, that's why I switched off in second round a bit, because I thought, shit, I can't fucking do what I normally do in box here, because I daren't throw it. So as you saw, I just thought I'd tie him up, dig him on inside. And Jimmy Harrington even said, he said he's hurting his body, get out, throw him out of range. And that's why he tried to fight me at the mid range, and he had some success.
Well,
but
I know it's no what's the word, consolation, but it was a good fight.
I enjoyed it.
It was a very enjoyable fight. Obviously, I did think you won.
Yeah.
The result didn't go your way. I was a little bit surprised. So all we can say is you regroup, and maybe Steve Wood can get it on again for you.
Steve's there.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's right behind.
Listen, first thing I was doing coming out of here was going to say he's on the 14th of May when we come back, and then obviously found out he had a problem with a thumb, and the doctors thinks it's like ligament damage, so he's not going to be ready in 6 weeks. But his next fight will be a rematch with Jake Bray, because he's got to put that wrong right.
Right, well, we'll leave it on that then.
Yep, so back in summer, Lee, we'll listen straight back in gym with what I can do, get this fixed up, strapped up, and I'll keep myself.
We better thank these boys as well.
Yeah.
As we always do, Lee.
I hope you've got a big enough memory card. Let's give us a spin. They're all my sponsors there, Lee, so we out them guys.
Is there any on the back there?
Some on the arm.
On the arm.
Put that in there for you.
Yeah,
some on the back.
Appreciate that.
Look at you, Mr. Popular, eh?
And this lady that owns this pet boutique, she's broken a leg today, so I hope you get well soon.
Right, listen, like I say, good for you.
Devastating,
but I enjoyed the fight. I really enjoyed the fight. I felt you'd won, but that's boxing, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
And listen, not the old cliche thing, but I'm not going to go home and sulk about it. I'm going to get home, get my gloves back on, and dig him fucking hard and come back stronger.
Do you know, sometimes people say, and I know it's a cliche, but they sometimes say that defeat can be the best thing.
There's one thing I will say. When he came in and he looked at me, I knew straight away. As he was walking after that first bell, he looked at me and I thought, something's wrong. And he sat down and he just went, my thumb's gone. It's gone.
Do you know what?
And I said to him, I gave him the choices, what do you want to do? And he said, I'm carrying on. Whereas, he was in pain, let me tell you, he was struggling. He was really struggling. I could see every time he was throwing that right, he was wincing.
Now, isn't it? And I'll tell you a story, this happened in my last amateur fight. I had a fight up in Barrow in Furness, up a bit further up north from here. And I did it in our first round, but it was a left hook. And I ended up having, what do they call it now, a hairline fracture in my left hand, and it was that same feeling. I did that straight to hospital. It was broken.
Well, listen, hopefully it's not too serious. Hopefully it'll be get fixed fairly quickly, and maybe we get you out before the end of summer.
Yeah, and that's what I say to all the people that come out tonight and bought some tickets. Stick with me, this is not the end, honestly.
Hey, I tell you what, I don't know how many you brought here, but they did make quite a bit of noise.
Listen, well, everywhere we'll go anywhere, won't we? We'll blow the roof off the place, because Morecambe is only small, but we stick by each other. And listen, we're coming back. We don't need no arrogance, it's a professional sport, we're professionals, nothing but respect. I get myself fixed up and we'll be back in there before you know it, and I'm going to make that wrong right. Nothing against their team, they're professional, nothing but respect. Jimmy's coach, great guy that's been in there, the
chat. Great guy.
The lady, I don't know what her name is, Jake. All great people, nothing against them. This is just my.
No. It's what boxing's about, isn't it?
Great
he came in, he did a job, he did a good job. You know what I mean? But I still felt you'd won. But what it was, he entertained the crowd. It was really enjoyable. So like I say, not the result we wanted, but And I can go home and spend some time with my newborn baby. My boy was born in February, and like I said, I've said to you, I've sacrificed everything. I've spent hardly any time with him. And Missy, so I'm going to go home and enjoy some time with them. You enjoy yourself.
Get back into it,
and we'll see you in a few months' time.
Steve, let's get Morecambe Winter Gardens on the go. Let's do it there. See you
Take
soon,
care.
For all boxing info, news, and latest interviews, amateur and pro across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.